Meanwhile, when President Biden announced Juneteenth as a federal holiday yesterday, he also used the moment to push for the People Act, which I just mentioned, claiming the right to vote is under attack. Watch.
We see this assault from restrictive laws, threats of intimidation, voter purges, and more. An assault that offends the very democracy, our very democracy. We can't rest till the promise of equality is fulfilled for every one of us in every corner of this nation. That, to me, is the meaning of Juneteenth.
Horace Cooper listened to that and wanted to weigh in on this. He's with Project 21, where he's co-chair. Horace, Juneteenth, a day to mark the time in which Texas said slavery's over, and it's been celebrated in Texas. Now it's a national holiday. Are you for this?
Well, I have mixed feelings. On the one hand, growing up in the state of Texas, we always celebrated this. It's been a state law since 1979. It's not clear to me why the whole rest of the country is going to give as much attention to this. Are we going to also have a national holiday to remember the Alamo too? But on the other hand, I'm really disturbed by the fact that the president chose to use an event like this to divide us with a lie about voting rights. I personally would have preferred, if we were going to do a national holiday, that it be Emancipation Day in December, commemorating the passage of the 13th Amendment, if we were going to. I looked at the bill. The bill itself actually says Juneteenth, National Independence Day. Well, we have a National Independence Day already. That's the 4th of July. I think that's a day all of us can come together. Naming this one something very similar so hastily and without justification for explaining why the whole country needs to come together to celebrate this event was quite curious from my perspective.
Good point. Two very good points. Could it be Freedom Day if you wanted to do it? Why have independence and make people to maybe make a decision on what they want to celebrate when we all know we should be celebrating July 4th? Lastly, one of the worst mayors I've seen. I've never seen somebody more over their head than Mayor Lightfoot. Sadly, the carnage that's happening in that city is hitting new heights. But she decided to declare racism a health emergency, a health catastrophe. It is a crisis. Out of all the problems she has, she said that she looked at the life expectancy, and for African Americans, it's 9 years less. It's 71 as opposed to whites is 80. So it's because of racism. Horace, you want to weigh in?
Well, a couple things. One, is she saying that if you refuse on the basis of race to let reporters interview you, that could lead to someone's death? Because that's bigotry. That's out and out clear bigotry. She hasn't apologized for it. Two, there are any number of medical explanations for the disparity along racial lines for how long people live. It turns out men die sooner than women. Is America actually a matriarchy that is designed in every way to stymie the aspirations of men? The logic of this just makes no sense.
Absolutely. Let's unite together as men to protest women. Let's do that, Horace. Well, it'll be an interesting segment. Maybe we'll do that next. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. Sadly, homicides are the second leading cause that makes the expectancy for whites a little bit longer, 9 years longer than blacks. Thanks so much, Horace. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you.